There's a radio show. It used to be on years ago. It started about the time I was born, back in 1933. Find out how many old-timers we have here that remember Don McNeil's Breakfast Club. Ran for about 30 years, into the 60s. And I listened to it quite often, and it was one of the first talk shows on the radio. And they would interview people, and they would have talks with the guests in the studio, and there would be music, there would be solos, and there would be an inspirational time and a prayer time. And from this show, I picked up a poem that moved me when I first heard it, and it came in the mail in printed form from Don McNeil's Breakfast Club with a lot of other poems and other writings that I had sent for. And so I learned that poem, and it goes like this. The setting is an auction. Do you remember this poem? 'Twas battered and scarred, and the auctioneer thought it scarcely worth his while to spend much time on the old violin. But he held it up with a smile. "What am I bid, good folks?" he cried. "Who'll start the bidding for me?" $1. Who'll make it $2? $2. And who'll make it $3? $3 once, $3 twice, going for $3. But no. From the room far back, a gray-haired man came forward and picked up the bow. And wiping the dust from the old violin and tightening up the loose strings, he played a melody, pure and sweet, like the caroling angel sings. The music ceased, and the auctioneer, in a voice that was quiet and low, said, "What am I bid for the old violin?" And he held it up with the bow. $1,000, and who'll make it $2? $2,000, and who'll make it $3? $3,000 once, $3,000 twice, going and gone, said he. The people cheered, but some of them cried, "We do not quite understand. What changed its worth?" Quick came the reply, "The touch of a master's hand." And many a man with life out of tune and battered and scarred with sin is auctioned cheap to the thoughtless crowd, much like the old violin. A mess of pottage, a glass of wine, a game, and he travels on. He's going once, going twice, going and almost gone. But the master comes, and the foolish crowd never can quite understand the worth of a soul and the change that's wrought by the touch of the master's hand. Jesus does for us more than what we could possibly expect, more than we deserve, and then some.